You belong on every ground your feet grace, so don't ever feel out of place. Take up space and belong. This earth is your birthplace. So in episode 10, the boys go to their bachelor party and they all seem to be really excited. They seem to be in good spirits. They seem to be happy. They go on one of those like bus things that, you have to pedal for it to move. And, they're making jokes like Oli is joking around. And, they seem to be, in a good headspace. So then it goes to the girls at the bachelor party, and it's the same for them too. They're having fun. They seem to all be in good spirits or whatever. Sabrina gets emotional while talking to one of her friends, and she talks about how she's very lucky to have found Steven and like to be getting married, and um she says she's so overwhelmed with emotions or whatever. And it was really beautiful to see someone get emotional like she did because that usually doesn't happen. Like, you usually really don't see it. It's either cold feet or I'm going to fake it till I make it, or I'm happy about this. But, like, it was just beautiful to see. So everybody is having a great time. The boys are enjoying each other, the girls are enjoying each other, and they're like having conversations like with their friends and family about the big step that they're about to take and everything. And of course, everybody has like reservations. But I feel like Tom and Freddie were the two that were the most like anxious about it. They both had a conversation, and Tom was saying how he felt like it was weird that everybody was acting like this was something normal. Like, do y'all really realize what we about to do? We about to get married to some strangers. Like, why are y'all acting like nothing is happening? Like, you could tell he's having like a mini, like, I ain't gonna say panic attack, but he's like freaking out a little bit. You can see him overthinking and his mind all over the place or whatever. But in my opinion, Tom and Maria's relationship has been really good. Like, there has been some stuff, some differences that they've had when it comes to like finances and the gender roles thing. And Tom isn't very vocal about those things when they come up. So I assume that they do bother him. I assume that he doesn't agree with Maria, but instead of being like, I don't see things that way, I don't want to have to cover everything, because I haven't seen him do that, but I feel like they should have had that conversation and he should have told her how he felt about it, and maybe they could have come to some type of compromise. Now it's time for the weddings, and they go to Sabrina and Steven's wedding. They're the first to get married, just like they were the first to get engaged. And this couple I knew was going to like make it. They were going to get married. Like, they really just, it was just so, seemed so easy with them. There weren't really a lot of bumps in the roads and stuff like that. Steven seemed to have been sure about her from the very beginning, but they both say their vows, and like the vows are beautiful, the ceremony is beautiful, and of course they both said yes. And I feel like Steven was just A1 since day one. He was really sure about Sabrina, and they just had a great relationship, and so it was beautiful to see their wedding and to see them take that next step, which is becoming Mr. and Mrs. Smith. So next it goes to Tom and Maria's ceremony. And like in his like confessional, Tom is like going over their differences, and of course the finance thing comes up, and that seems to be something that he is worried about. And I feel like him and Freddie are the same when it comes to that. They seem to really be worried about that. So it shows that they aren't with the man taking care of everything. They probably are more comfortable with a 50-50 type of deal or something like that. So that is a big deal. I feel like it's a big deal in relationships. Like somebody mentioned on here, that's one of the biggest reasons why people get divorced. And like I feel like you should be on one accord when it comes to finances and gender roles. So in his confessional, he's talking about their differences. Maria is also talking about their relationship, but she's saying like the positive things, and like, both of them express that they want to see each other and that things will, and they'll feel better once they are face to face. But when it's time for the ceremony, like they go through it, they say their vows and stuff like that. And then Tom says that he is not going to say yes. He doesn't want to get married. He don't think that they're ready. And in his confessional, he says that their differences when it comes to the gender roles and stuff, he feels like that came in between things. He doesn't know if things are going to work out because of that, because they have different views of that. And Maria is heartbroken. Like he literally like just leaves her standing there, and she stands there and like is just taking it in, and you can see that she's heartbroken because she thought that they were in a good space and that they were going to get married. And I feel like he should have expressed that to her sooner rather than waiting until they got to the altar. But whatever. He said no, so they're not getting married. It was sad to see that happen, because I think that Tom and Maria is a great couple. I think that they work well together, but they just couldn't get over that hump. And I get it. Um, Everybody's different. So then it goes to Oli and Demi. Um, uh, them getting ready for their ceremony, and like Demi is so freaking beautiful in her dress and with her hair done the way that it was. She was so beautiful, so beautiful. But it seems like she's having doubts. Like she's saying how their relationship is really good and like she likes where they are, but it seems like she's having doubts. She was saying that her head and her heart were not on the same page. I guess her heart is telling her to do it, and her head is telling her it's too soon. But Oli seems to be happy to take this next step with her. He seems to be ready as well. So then the ceremony comes, and like, she walks down the aisle and everything, and Oli is like in awe of her. Like his face literally lights up when he sees her. He tells her that she's beautiful, and she's really pretty. Um, and they say their vows to each other. I was paying attention to the words. Like I kind of feel like the vows that express that they're going to be together forever, and this is going to be the next step for them, and they're ready to take this step, and they're happy to be. I listened for all of that, and like Demi's vows, while they were really nice, she didn't really mention a lot about like the marriage and like getting married and wanting to be married and all of this stuff. She was basically talking about like their relationship, the bond that they built and stuff like that. So I don't know, because the episode ends before Demi makes her decision, and I don't know what her decision is going to be. I thought for sure that all of them were going to get married. I'm not even going to lie. I didn't see anything serious enough for them not to get married, except for with Freddie and Catherine, and also Tom and Maria, because they both are having the same issues, the financial thing and the gender roles thing. I don't feel like you can just bypass that. You have to be on one accord when it comes to that. And they weren't. But this episode was really good. It was really beautiful, really like positive, seeing like the way that everybody is handling everything, and like the way that things are being done. I don't know. I feel like UK got America when it comes to like organization and stuff like that. But I thought it was only gonna be 10 episodes, but it's episode 11 and the reunion. But I will be watching both of those tomorrow because I'm not watching no more tonight. I watched 2 episodes tonight. I'm about to play my game if I can, because y'all hear how I'm sound. I'm tired and I'm not feeling great. So we'll see. We'll see. But let me know what y'all think about this episode. Like, how do y'all feel about Tom not saying yes? How do y'all feel about Demi having second thoughts and Steven and Sabrina getting married? Did y'all feel like they were for sure going to get married like I did, or what? Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about this review, and I will see y'all in my next one. Bye. Before you go, check out my website at srgraham.org and subscribe to my mailing list to get exclusive updates on works in progress, other news, and blog posts. Thank you.